channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome and welcome back to my returning subscribers. For each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. Okay, so when you come into this video, give me a fond, either top of your screen or hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how these general messages resonate with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so that you know when I go live or post videos. All right, so and after the video processes and uploads, you can always share it with somebody who you think will either resonate with the message or needs the daily message. This video is for today, March 27th, 2026. It is also for the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on up in the skies. We have the sun in 7 degrees of Aries. The moon just moved into 2 degrees of Leo. We have, it's the first quarter moon, which talks about things are being adjusted in ourselves, reflecting back to that Leo energy, maybe reflecting back on some childhood wounds, maybe somebody's drama. It could be talking about love affairs as well. I just seen 144, so you're being called to do this. The 2 energy talks about balancing your darkness and your light. We have Mercury in 10 degrees of Pisces. So the 10 talks about completions of a cycle. It talks about maybe some sort of communication from a hidden enemy, or maybe some sort of divine communication coming in subconsciously. It talks about listening to your intuition, listening to your gut. Venus is in 26 degrees of Aries, so it definitely talks about balancing your masculine and feminine energies, identifying with who you are. It talks about partnerships, with Venus being representing partnerships ruled by Libra and Taurus. It also represents money. Mars representing the masculine side, the aggression or the passion, with the 19 degrees in Pisces. We have Pisces, which rules the 12th house of hidden enemies, karma, listen to your intuition, your subconscious. Also represents illusion, because Neptune is ruled by Pisces as well. So Mars rules the masculine, our aggression or our passion, depending on what side you're on. You could have a hidden enemy who's very upset with you, very, very aggressive with you. You also have somebody who's identifying maybe you as a divine feminine, or as a karmic partner, because Pisces does rule hidden enemies or karmic people. All right. So that's a little bit about the energy that is around you. We have 144, which talks about being called to address a particular situation, maybe expressing. I just on a water sign. Hi, Steve. I just exposed on a water sign some hidden enemies that we're doing sex mag. So if you resonate with that, you may want to go watch it. All right. So today is Freya Day. Today is Friday, which is Freya Day, the Divine Goddess Day. Today's energy adds up to 813. Can you pronounce it like this, Stephen? Well, yes, ma'am, or sir. Yes, sir, I will do that, Stephen. All right, so today is March 20th. March is the 3rd month. 27 adds up to a 9, which is a 12 energy. We have the energetic year of the Magician, 1 energy, which adds up to a 13. So things need to be laid to rest. Things need to be concluded. What's being laid to rest? Hi, Kay, Jilly. Things being laid to rest, which talks about 27 karmic cycles, karmic lessons. What is out of balance is coming up and needs to be laid to rest as well. So All right. I don't understand your question, K. Jilly. All right, so let's pull a Divine Feminine card for the element of air. The element of air. The element of air. Give me a Divine Feminine card. One card, please, for the element of air. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. One card for the Divine Feminine of air. These cards are a mess. I feel like somebody's in a sticky situation. What inspired you to stream? I don't know. I just felt guided to. Alrighty. Okay. So you have Mary Magdalene coming out, air signs. So Mary Magdalene is somebody who, if you know the Mary Magdalene story, she was somebody who was persecuted, somebody was shamed. A lot of people pointed fingers at her, judged her, called a lot of mean names, tried to ruin her reputation. But that did not deter Jesus from getting together with her and marrying her. Know anything about Jesus? He also was a twin flame individual. He come down to help awaken humanity, helping them to achieve Christ consciousness, which is the seventh chakra, which is I know who I am. Mary Magdalene was his counterpart here on earth, is an earthly human. She was, and it's like she identified with who she was, and what she did was she did not care what other people thought about her. She did not care about what other words were thrown at her. You could see she has a Divine Feminine egg in her hand. If you want to go watch the video, the Earth video had this Divine Feminine egg. That was the card that I pulled out, was egg. All right, so if you want, go watch the Earth sign video, which is the first video that I put out today, because this egg could be very significant to your, like an added extra message to you, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so because I did tell her story, I am still going to read her message because I feel like she does have a specific message. And when I read from the book, it also offers additional messages to those who watch. All right. So Mrs. Mary Magdalene, she is, I think it says a number 1 there. Yes. So the first house rules Aries. The divine Venus is in Aries. All right. So it's definitely about identifying with who you are. And one of the ways to identify with who you are in this one energy is coming into union within yourself, within your masculine and feminine energy. And another way is to reflect the words that are being sent your way to shame you, to try to ruin your reputation. It's about putting that armor and allowing them words to bounce off of you. There is a saying when I was a child, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will not hurt me. What you say and what you do bounces off of me and sticks to you, right? So basically, what you're reflecting back to the people who are trying to ruin you is you're mirroring them wounds within thyself that need to be healed. All right. So Mary Magdalene embodies the capacity we all have. What does that mean? All right. Embodies the capacity we all have to merge the soul and receive divine guidance through a love that never ends. Mary was born in the first century in Magdala, Israel. She was the first to witness the resurrection, and for this reason, the She is revered in Christianity as the apostle of the apostles. In the meeting of Mary Magdalene, author of the Scopal I'm probably chopping it up. Escapal priest Cynthia Bergault relates to the gospel of Thomas, Philip, and Mary Magdalene, all reveal Mary not only as Jesus' beloved companion, but also as an equal partner in teaching and transmission. Bergault believes that Mary Magdalene's gospel contains a secret teaching that Christ gave to Mary so that she could pass through the 7 stages to reach the soul, or the, I don't know how to pronounce that, which is the highest point of the soul, right? The 7, the Christos stage, or 7th chakra, or Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, okay? Which is the highest point of the soul, and it is the union with her soul that allows me to see the risen Christ. In classic iconography, Mary Magdalene is associated with an egg and the color red of the Eastern Orthodox legend. What did I say about the egg? Isn't today Good Friday? Now that I think about it. In a classic, okay, I already read that. It says that she is an egg to teach the court of Tiberius Caesar about resurrection. Caesar doubted her and responded that a person could no more rise from the dead than the egg in her hand turned red. What do we do with Easter eggs? We dye them, right? All different colors. Easter is actually Ostara. The rabbit represents birth and rebirth. Now, you old timers, not you old timers, but the old timers, our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, didn't they teach us about pregnancy and how whether or not the rabbit lives or dies determines about the pregnancy? And why is it the Easter bunny that delivers the eggs in the basket? Those are some questions maybe you need to ask yourself, all right? So the egg in her hand turned red. The egg turned red immediately. Red rules the root chakra. It rules the root chakra, family. It rules health. It rules money. The color red is important on this card because red rules our root chakra, the roots, our ancestors, our lineage, our family heritage, where we come from with the egg, where we come from, because the egg is how we reproduce, right? It's that sacral chakra. It's about being in that flow. I don't know where this is all coming from, but hey, air signs. Legend relates that Mary then traveled to the south of France to escape persecution and to continue her ministry. It is believed she lived the last 30 years of her life in the caves of Saint, I don't know. There she met with Christ with a love that inhabits the human heart, but that lives on beyond it. Mary Magdalene represents the fierce, unwavering love that we all have access to within our own vulnerable hearts. It's a love that renders all things sacred, from the animals to the angels, from the poor to the most powerful. It's a love that sees the inherent worth of all things. It's a love that remains even through the darkest times, even through death. Her love is the one that resurrects. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene relates that Jesus came to unite us, to demonstrate to us a true human being. The anthropos, meaning a person who is both fully human and fully divine. That is what Mary became, and it is why she's so beloved to Jesus. She didn't seek to follow him. She sought instead to become her true, authentic self. Mary Magdalene reminds us that we have the power to receive vision from within. We are worthy of such proximity to the divine because that's the other half of what it means to be truly human. Okay, so the moon in 2 degrees of Leo. It talks about love, right? Love affairs. Something about how Mary Magdalene and Leo also rules the heart space, that fire in the heart space, right? We are worthy of such proximity to the divine because that the other half of what it means to be truly human. She reminds us that there's a bridge between heaven and earth and that we are the bridge. And she wants us to remember that the truest church we can ever enter is in the heart. How about that? This is where our true power rests and where love needs to end. It doesn't reside in a building, right? It resides within your heart space. So we as a collective, especially you recognize this reading or recognize yourself as a twin flame. It's talking about that balance of your masculine and feminine energies within yourself and how it activates into your heart space. The heart space is green. It also represents giving and receiving, love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. And when we have envy or jealousy in your heart, it's like a 3D emotion. For somebody, I don't know why, but you need to hear this. So Rita of Cascia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Saint Bridget, Our Lady of Exalted Light. I give endlessly because the light is without end. My soul is all I need. So this is reminding me of the Hermit card. But Rita of Cascia, prayers. Something about prayers. Somebody, whoever you are, air sign, your voice is powerful, air signs. Your voice is powerful, which the heart chakra rules air. That's the air chakra. All right. There's a lot of energy coming through this card. Like I'm really feeling it. Again, you may need to go watch the Earth reading because the Earth had that cosmic egg come out. That was the divine feminine, and I don't know, maybe you're connected to earth, maybe you have earth somewhere heavy in your chart. Maybe you have earth in the 4th house. Or maybe you have earth in the 1st house. I don't know, but anyways, oh, this is beautiful. Look, so we have close encounter with a number 10 and a 22, a tender embrace. So it just said about Jesus and Mary Magdalene and how they tenderly embrace one another. You can see two, and so Lord Ganesha could be, Lord Ganesha is also by the root chakra, having this unlimited abundance within thyself, being able to receive unlimited abundance as well as give unlimited abundance. We have the green star here. See the green on the elephant's tusk? Then look, the butterfly. See the butterfly? All right. And then you have close encounter. So I feel, see how you got a butterfly in his cage? So there could have been somebody who was trying to cage you from going through a metamorphosis. And this could have been somebody that you looked at as a friend, somebody that you were close to that had a hidden agenda. I'm getting that right off the bat because look how close these two elephants are. The elephants represents the community. It represents the people that you commune with. All right. Let's look up 1022 real quick for the element of air. All right. 1022 angel number is a powerful message to persevere in your goals. Maintain positive thoughts and trust that your dreams are manifesting. It encourages balance, spiritual growth, and taking action to create balance, reminding you to stay focused, determined, and confident that success is within reach. Fight for your dreams. This number urges you not to quit too soon and to persevere even when you cannot immediately see the results. So, somebody is trying to get you to quit something. They're trying to block you. They're trying to cage you, so that you give manifestation through positivity. Use this as a reminder that your mindset creates your reality. And air signs, you do have a supernatural mindset. Keep your thoughts optimistic and align you with success. Balance and stability highlights that you need to create harmony in your life. Balance your work with your spiritual and emotional well being. Trust in divine guidance. This number is a sign to trust that you are on the right path, supporting you in overcoming challenges. And that's what Mary Magdalene did. She overcome that challenge of being shamed, trying to get her, ruin her reputation, pointing the fingers, calling her names, right? The drive to continue striving towards your goals, being in sync with the universe and divine energy, using thought to attract success, maintaining peace in all areas of your life. So you had somebody around you who was trying to keep your thoughts in a cage, to keep you blocked, keep you from manifesting and earning your wings here, air signs. All right. So that is what I see. So we're going to need the tender embrace here. First, I'm just going to go over it real quick. I'm not going to go all into it. I'm already past or close to the halfway mark, which is where I wanted to end these readings. So yeah, this represents the heart chakra. And that's what Mary Magdalene said, right? It lies in the heart space. It doesn't lie outside of thyself, right? The Christ consciousness lies within the heart space. All right. So any challenges, anything that you need to overcome, any challenges that are thrown your way where you feel persecuted, you feel isolated, you feel abandoned, you feel like somebody's trying to shame you. Those are all challenges to help you grow, not on just a physical level, but as a spiritual level that's going to help you to achieve your goals. So 22 talks about compassion, love, community, forgiveness, unconditional acceptance, inner peace, and wholeness. Compassion, warm-hearted care for self and others, sensitivity, empathy, benevolence, and kindness. So somebody is very empathic. Somebody has the power to be empathetic, to see both sides of a situation. And I feel like air signs, I feel like that's what you're doing. Seeing both sides of a situation of somebody who is trying to keep you caged, keep you trapped within your thought process. And I feel like Spirit is telling you you're almost there. Keep pushing, because somebody is really, really, really pushing your boundaries today. It could be a fellow air sign. It could be an earth sign. I feel like it's because you are beyond the ordinary. You are starseed. You are an otherworldly being here, air signs. I feel like this person could be playing on your inner child wounds, but this also talks about keep going, because a childhood wish or dream is about to manifest. We have the 3 and a 9, right? The 3 and a 9, that's today, March 27th. See how she's got that star in her heart? The star in her third eye? You come from a royal bloodline. You are an otherworldly being. You are a child of the stars. You are a star seed. For whoever I'm talking to. Look, that crown, that's consciousness. Somebody knew that. That's why they were trying to keep you caged, because they did not want you to identify with who you are. They didn't want you to identify with the fact that you are otherworldly, that you are a star being, that you do not come from here. So they were really trying to manipulate you, trying to trigger you. So, yeah. So, and it could have been our side, because we have the energy of water talking about empathy, playing on your empathy, connection, sexuality, intimacy, birthing, desire, pleasure, feelings, fluidity. Vulnerability as a strength, letting them see your wounds as well as your strengths, setting healthy boundaries. So somebody come in and pretended to be your friend, right? Right? Somebody come in, pretended to be your friend so that you would open up to them, let them see your wounds so that they could use them against you to keep you trapped. Why? Because they seen you as this otherworldly being. And what they did was took advantage of your kindness, right? Took advantage of your empathy. They lacked empathy. Whoever this was that did this could be a fellow water sign, could be a fellow air sign. You need to go watch the water video. They tried to steal your identity. A lot of star energy coming through, a lot of Aquarius energy. Yeah, but you know what you did was somebody's mask is slipping off here. You need to go watch the water sign video. I feel like that's important. Additional messages I feel like you need to go watch all of the videos, because I feel like there's additional messages in all of them. 0209 11. Mastering something. 22, mastering being in balance. Yeah. This was a hidden enemy within the community. A community of people that you hung around with. What are the crows, one of the air signs about? Trying to steal your star, trying to steal your abundance, trying to shame you, trying to ruin your reputation, maybe saying that you wasn't a healer, or maybe you lacked empathy. Why? Because you were beyond the ordinary. You're not of earth. You are not an earthly being. Routine. So they did something on a routine basis, and they did it just to distract you. It's like they were observing your routine, or they like knew your routine, and that's why they came in and became your friend. This could really be a church institution, a church group. Yeah. I did it just to distract you. And this is somebody you're close with, trying to keep you in this cage. Let's clarify, please and thank you. The routine card, the crows are warning about the routine. Routinely judging them. 5 of Swords, grabbing a group of people together to come up against you. 25, 7 energy. So guess what? Judgment has been called on this group of people. Now they're feeling a bit defeated. Because why? Because they did it on a regular basis. This was their routine. This is what they do. They like to come in, call judgment on people. Why? Because agree. Because they don't see things from a bigger perspective. This is the crown chakra, and this is the throat chakra. So what did they do? They're trying to ruin your reputation, gathering up a group of people to come up against you, to try to defeat you. right? Look at the 3 people on the bottom of the card here. 1, 2, 3. Could be 3 to 5 people, could be 8 people. They do this on a routine basis. This is what they do. Call judgment. But I feel like whoever I'm talking to, air signs, you are being called to do something special on your journey. Just like Mary Magdalene was called. Being called to bridge that, to build a bridge between heaven and earth. You have a specific calling, right? That's why you are from another world. Because you were called here to do something. And again, you drew some people around you to distract you. And I feel like this is not just happening to air signs. This is happening on a collective level. Somebody answered their call. Somebody got defeated. Somebody got defeated. And now they got to see something from a different perspective. The 5th could be significant. 555 could be significant. Give me some messages on tender embrace and close encounter. Somebody needs to go watch the water signs because I just heard sex magic again. And again, that's what Mary Magdalene, her reputation. She was viewed as a prostitute, a hooker, right? Trying to ruin her reputation. Knight of Wands. Somebody who, again, this could be the person who is trying to ruin somebody's reputation. There for the good time, the long time. Somebody who thinks they're a charmer. Somebody who uses their words to charm. The 6 of Swords. Somebody who did not want to walk away. Somebody who did not want somebody to move on to a calmer emotional state. Somebody who did not want somebody to find peace. Look at this, star sign. You are a star seed. Heart chakra energy. Look at the heart. Your emotions, your words are very powerful. Star card is 17. A 17 is an 8. 8 and a 6 is a 14, which is a 5. 5, 5, 5. Judgment called on this community of people who just did not want somebody to find peace. So, listen. The divine stepped in. 29. 18 adds up to 9. 29. The divine stepped in and called judgment on the people who are persecuting their child. Their chosen one. Yep. And now somebody has to complete. Somebody is gonna have to repeat some sort of a cycle. High Priestess. It's no illusion no more. The illusion is broken. Yep. The illusion is broken. 4 of Swords. Look. All 4 swords. This talks about healing. Yeah. They're being exposed. I'm telling you, you need to go watch your water sign because these cards all come out. Somebody is being exposed. Judgment is being called by the divine. Exposing the illusionist. This high priestess who used magic, sex magic. So we have 2 on this card and 3 on this card. 5 people. 7 people. Alrighty, let's pull a Light Keeper's card. Bottom of the deck, we have Horus. Somebody could have sent the evil eye. Turning a whole community of people. Oh, yeah. Whoever I'm talking to, you are not only a star child who is here on Earth, but you are divinely protected by Earth as well. So Spirit is telling you, stay grounded. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. And I think that's what you did. You come to Earth to help raise the consciousness of humanity, because believe it or not, you can take this if you want. If you can leave it as you want. Okay. Twin flames are here to heal, because the more healing that we do within us, the more imbalance that we are within ourselves, the more that we can help to raise the vibration, right? Mary Magdalene, the bridge between heaven and earth. Somebody completed a karmic cycle here. And now judgment is being called on this karmic group who is trying to trap a star seed earth angel. I'm telling you, you need to go watch the other signs, air, fire, and water. You need to go watch them. You need to go watch them. You're being divinely protected by Mother Earth. So move the drama with the moon in Leo, because Leos are about the drama. Talks about love affairs, talks about drama, talks about being immature, talks about that inner child work. To make room for good energy. Stay positive. Keep your mind positive. Because the illusion that this narcissistic group of persecutors are now under persecution. And they're going to have to repeat this cycle. Whether it's the cycle of life, whether it is whatever their cycle is. Somebody could have lost their divine protection as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me the Fonzies. Let me see if there's any questions on here real quick. Phoenix, exactly. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. Have a great day, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow.